All right, guys, today we're talking about the 5 biggest mistakes people make when polishing a car. And trust me, some of these mistakes are so bad, your paint starts looking like a scratched CD from 2010. Right now, I'm just wiping the car down properly because polishing a dirty car is basically like washing your face with sandpaper. You're not polishing anymore, you're fighting the paint. A lot of people think polishing is just grab machine, go brrr, then boom, holograms everywhere, burnt edges, swirl marks looking like Wi-Fi signals. If you have this kind of polishing machine, one mistake you don't want to make is putting too much pressure on the paint. Let the machine do the work and keep your movement nice and smooth. And when applying polish to the pad, don't overload it. Just add a few drops evenly like this. It spreads better, works cleaner, and you get a much better finish at the end, and get a clean, glossy finish the proper way. Let's get into it. But in this paint job, we're not actually putting the polish on the pad first. We're applying small dots straight onto the surface like this, so it spreads evenly while polishing. And right now, Joseph is applying the product. Okay, hold on. I think that might be a little bit too much polish there, Joseph. Bro is trying to polish the whole country with one panel. But anyways, it's fine. The main thing is spreading the product properly and not letting the pad run dry while polishing. Alright, so now Joseph is finally starting the polishing process. And one thing you'll notice immediately, we're not just throwing the machine around and hoping for the best. That's how people end up polishing straight through the clear coat and then acting surprised afterwards. The first thing you want to do is spread the polish before going full speed. Don't just place the machine down and activate warp speed immediately, unless your goal is to redecorate the whole garage with polish dots. So Joseph is starting nice and slow here, spreading the product evenly across the panel first. That helps the pad stay lubricated and gives you a smoother cut while polishing. Now, another mistake people make is putting way too much pressure on the machine. Relax. This is polishing, not gym day. Let the machine and the polish do most of the work. If you press too hard, the pad stops spinning properly, and you can actually create more swirl marks instead of removing them. And look at the movement here. Nice overlapping passes. That's important. You don't want to polish randomly like you're searching for Wi-Fi signal. Keep the movement controlled and consistent. Also, pay attention to the speed. Too fast and the polish won't have enough time to work properly. Too slow and you'll be standing on one panel until next year. So keep a steady pace across the surface. Now, one thing I always tell people, clean pads matter. A dirty polishing pad can mess up your finish very quickly. Imagine washing your white shoes with muddy water and expecting them to shine. Same thing here. You'll also notice Joseph keeping the machine flat on the panel. That's important because tilting the machine too much can create uneven polishing and holograms, especially on darker paint. And for beginners watching this, don't panic if the paint doesn't become perfect after one pass. Sometimes you need multiple passes depending on how damaged the paint is. Scratches, oxidation, swirl marks. Some paint really goes through character development before it shines again. But already you can see the gloss starting to come back. The reflection is getting cleaner, the paint looks deeper, and the swirl marks are slowly disappearing. Now, around edges and corners, you always want to be extra careful because those areas have less paint. That's where people accidentally burn through the clear coat and suddenly the polishing video turns into a repaint tutorial. And honestly, polishing is one of the most satisfying parts of detailing. Watching dull paint slowly turn glossy again is like upgrading the car's graphics settings in real life. Joseph is finishing up this section now, and the shine difference is already crazy. Clean reflection, smooth finish, and no more tired-looking paint. This is exactly why proper polishing technique matters. Take your time, use the right amount of product, keep the pad clean, and let the machine do the work. Your paint will thank you later. All right, so now we're reapplying the polish for the second pass. The first stage helped remove a lot of the swirl marks and imperfections. But this second stage is where we start refining the finish and bringing out more gloss. And this is also the stage where people get overconfident. One clean reflection, and suddenly they think they're certified paint surgeons. So Joseph is adding a fresh amount of polish again. Not too little, not too much. You want enough product for the pad to glide smoothly without turning the whole panel into a lotion commercial. Now the second pass is usually smoother because the surface is already cleaner from the first polishing stage. The pad moves easier, the polish breaks down better, and this is where the paint really starts showing depth and clarity. And honestly, this stage is super satisfying because now you can actually see the reflection improving properly. The paint starts looking wetter, darker, and cleaner. One thing you'll notice is that Joseph isn't moving the machine too fast. A lot of beginners panic and start speeding across the panel like they're late for school. Slow and controlled movement gives the polish enough time to work properly. Also, notice how the passes overlap slightly. That's important because you want even correction across the whole surface. If you miss sections, you'll end up with random shiny spots and dull spots fighting each other on the same panel. Now, depending on the condition of the paint, the second pass can also help remove lighter haze left behind from the first polishing stage. Especially on darker colors, this step makes a huge difference. And please, clean your pads. I know I keep saying it, but some people use one polishing pad for the entire car until it starts looking like a pancake from 2009. A clean pad gives you a cleaner finish and helps the polish work more effectively. Once the pad gets clogged with old polish and paint residue, performance drops quickly. You'll also notice Joseph keeping the machine flat and balanced on the surface. That helps avoid holograms and uneven polishing marks. Tilting the machine too much can create problems faster than you can say, "Where did my clear coat go?" Now look closely at the reflection coming through already. The gloss is sharper, the paint looks smoother, and the surface is reflecting light way better than before. This is why polishing is more than just making a car shiny, it's paint correction. You're refining the surface and improving the overall appearance of the paintwork. And another important thing, don't stay too long in one spot. Heat builds up quickly while polishing. You want to keep moving steadily across the panel instead of cooking one section like grilled chicken. Honestly, polishing teaches patience. Because at first the paint can look terrible, swirl marks everywhere, dull finish, scratches all over. Then slowly, pass by pass, the car starts waking up again. Now Joseph is finishing this second stage, and the difference is actually crazy. The paint looks cleaner, deeper, and way more reflective. This is the part where people start walking past the car slowly, pretending they're not checking their reflection in the paint. But yeah, this second pass is all about refining the finish, improving clarity, and making the paint look as glossy and smooth as possible before the final wipe down.